Dungeons and Dragons.
And junk drawer.
Oh, hey, what's up, everyone?
Oh, hi, everybody.
We made it after minor technical difficulties.
Minor, major, they're the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know words.
That was a loud crack of thunder if you heard that. I don't know if you did, but I definitely did.
Is it storming out there for you guys?
It is. But, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Dungeons and Dragons and Junk Drawer. We are back after a week-long hiatus, and it felt longer than that for me, knowing what we were getting into tonight. But before we get started, I'm actually going to start with myself tonight. We took last week off to support the Blackout Tuesday movement, to support Black Lives Matter. We're all in full support of that. There's no doubt whatsoever. So normally I'll make jokes and I'll thank my wife for letting me play pretend with these guys and stuff. I don't want to do that this week. I just want you guys to know from a very genuine place that we all stand very hand in hand, side by side with that movement. We're very passionate about it and support everyone and anyone that's involved in it. And hopefully we'll have some fun, exciting news shortly about doing our part to further support that issue. So backpacking off of that and getting into some more lighthearted things. Dice Daddy, what you got for me?
Shit. Okay. I would like to thank my my usual band of heroes that I like to call the people that I purchase information and different maps from. And I wanted to thank Mythic Portal Games, Printable Heroes, Kev's Lounge, and of course the very lovely David Hemingway. Especially during this time there's still a pandemic going on. So if you are still wanting to experience safe social distancing and want to have something fun to do with your friends, all of the people that I've listed are really great content creators that you can purchase their products at a really reasonable price. So give them a check out.
Portraying the Alder Linden in a wonderful capacity, Mike Spillane. What you got for me, buddy?
Hey guys, so obviously I'm usually here to shout out the social media, so follow the Junk Drawer Show on Instagram and Junk Drawer Show on Twitter. I recently did take a social media hiatus, so I'll be back on Twitter and being back active there soon enough. So I do apologize for anyone that's following us there that did see a lack in content this past week, but we'll be picking that back up accordingly. And then also just want to go ahead and give a quick shout out to all of the additional content that we're going to be picking up. Road to Freaks is going to be making a comeback. I believe you guys just put a new episode out last week. NFL podcast will be coming back as well soon. And I recently bought a copy of Skate 3 for $15, and I streamed that over the weekend, and we had people from New Zealand hang out with Josh and I while I played it. So that was pretty cool. So I'm probably going to stream some more Skate 3 over the weekend. And last thing I'll shout out is I just want to give a quick shout out to the restaurant here in Orlando called Dejan Eats, Black-owned Jamaican soul food vegan restaurant. Me and my girlfriend Mallory, we went there this weekend and got vegan chicken biscuits. Holy crap, they were delicious. So if you're in the area, Dejan Eats, some really good fucking food. So shout out to supporting local businesses.
Love that. Definitely going to check that out. Up next, we have our healer extraordinaire, Carlos. What you got for us, buddy?
Even though I feel like I'm the one that needs healing right now.
Your computer needs healing.
My computer needs a lot of healing. So I apologize for technical difficulties, if there are any in the recent future. Hopefully not. But I just wanted to give a quick shout out to the Random Encounter Productions. They are actually still doing their stream again, and even though most of us have been going back to work, I've been having technical issues with them as well. So it's on my end, probably user error. You can check them out at Random Encounter Prod on Twitch, PROD, and you can check them out on YouTube, Instagram, and whatnot. They have been really helpful with many things, both on my end and with the channel. So check them out. I will be playing, because of my difficulties, not every Monday, but every other Monday. But it's still fun to check them out on Mondays whenever you're not with us. So, yeah.
And last, but certainly not least, our techie extraordinaire, Josh Delgado.
What's up? I'm just gonna shout out all the things that make it possible for us to do this. Roll20, Streamlabs, Skype, Twitch, especially with the pandemic going on and me living hundreds, maybe thousands of miles away from you guys. It just makes me really appreciate the things that allow me to still spend time with you guys, even if it's just digitally.
Well, on that amazing, wonderful, positive note, we hope that this is something that's going to distract from all of the craziness and insanity in the world and bring you some joy tonight. So, with that, Dice Addy, whenever you're ready.
Okay, so last time we were all together, we had decided we were going to make our ways to the swamplands. Alder performed a spell that materialized all of you into this kind of particle dust that was able to make you travel a lot quicker than you normally would by horseback or by foot. Eventually, after a few hours, you were able to get to foaming waters and materialize safely. You were met with this murky, stagnant water all the way up to kind of your knees, different kinds of humps and hills as you're going through silt. And eventually you were able to find solid enough land where you could put over a dome that was constructed. You each had your individual watches, Alder's watch being a little bit quicker, so to speak. During the end of his watch, he felt a tendril-like appendage wrap around his ankle as it slowly started to pull him, stronger than normally what he would be used to before being shot into the darkness. From my understanding, I believe, Donner, you were already up and Drummel and Falk were waking up? Or was it flip? Drummel
No, vice versa. They were waking me up.
Okay. So, we will take it from there. So, Alder, you feel the sensation and the rush of the wind as your inertia in this lurching feeling as you're being yanked. You hear this deep croaking. And as the mouth slowly opens, this maw, you see these different jagged teeth just glinting slightly in the moonlight as you feel yourself being constricted and held as you are currently inside of something.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Attempt to gasp. Your arms are slowly put to here as the appendage and the muscles contract, keeping you kind of tight and grappled at the moment. We will get to what happens afterwards, but I'm going to give your companions an opportunity to ready themselves within reason. So, Whomst is waking up Whomst, please.
I think I was the first one to wake up, right?
I believe so. Alder went and lurched for one of you.
Yeah, I believe I woke you up before I got snatched into the mouth.
All right. Well, seeing how like scared he was, I would have immediately grabbed at least my spear and shield. Ran to get Falk and Donner. Did I get one of them last time?
I believe you got Thok.
All right. So
yes,
I
you
grabbed
started
Thok.
waking up Thok, and that's when Alder got slurped up.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So, Thok, get up.
Sorry. What's going on?
Alder just got snatched away, and then I just run over to Donner's area and start waking him up.
Okay.
Grab my shield and my mace and run out.
So, Thok, you start clipping on the shield, and you pick up the mace, and you actually see your Casper friend as he kind of looks at you new, and he goes, "Do you exactly know what's out there?"
Oh, can you tell me?
Yeah, let me just peek my head through.
Okay, then. I'm still going to run out.
And you just hear a sigh as you bolt open, and it's within the dark cavern that before there was moonlight arcing in and illuminating the inside of this dome, and it's just completely black. It's more humid than it was before. It feels like something's almost like breathing above the dome as you slowly, and you just hear this very low.
How high is the dome again?
From my understanding, it was 60 feet. It was like a big dome. Yeah.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like that.
you stone shaped it like.
And you had like
And you
20
can
by
make-
20, and then we made it a foot or 6 inches thick.
And Alder went out the top.
Mm-hmm.
Not by choice.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Got it.
Okay. So within the walls of the 60 feet, you actually see Dusk kind of keeping himself to kind of the back of where your tents are, as Dusk seems very disturbed by seeing nothing. You actually don't see Alder anywhere.
Fuck.
Am I awake?
Drum, how you waking up Donner?
What's your tent like? Does it have a floor?
No, probably not.
All right, then I'll just flip the tent. So I flip the
Okay.
tent, and I say, Donner, get up.
Am I the last one up? Is it time to move? Is that...
Alder's gone. I'm going to go after him. Get your shit. And I just book it.
Donna kind of sits up. He's just
Faster!
gone. No, knowing that information and Donna being not the smartest, he kind of just thinks that Alder kind of walked off.
Okay.
So Donna's going to like put in the hand axes. He's going to grab the sword on his shoulder and like shield up. He's not even going to try and put on the armor or anything. And he's going to like kind of meander outside.
He's just shitting around.
Not shitting. He's just taking his time.
Okay. Okay. Great. So
He doesn't know.
it's fine. Dremel and Thok, you kind of ready yourself, and all three of you just hear this very low. As there's a beat. And give me one moment. Donner, go ahead and make a strength save for me.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That's what you get for taking it light.
22.
22. So
Yeah.
as you're kind of wiping the shit out of your eyes, you feel this strike kind of go against your chest as something starts wrapping around your arm that you're able to kind of muscle off before it kind of flips back up into the air. It's this slimy, almost like you can't even get a good grip on it as you're trying to keep it where it is, and it just strongly just unwraps itself and flips back up.
Do I
And
see
you just
where
hear
Do I see where it came from?
it came from above. But
Okay.
above is completely dark.
Even with my dark vision?
You can see a dark hole on the top of the dome.
Okay. I'm going to throw dancing lights up just to see kind of what's up there. Or no,
Okay.
better yet, I'm going to cast light on my shield. I'll just touch it and cast light and kind of direct it in where that appendage kind of came from.
Okay. As you do, you start kind of mirroring, and you see the almost like a flashlight spotlight move across the edge of the dome before meeting its fixture, where you see of this kind of concave, oval, jagged, different pieces of, it looks like bone and stone, this kind of mucus membrane just dripping, and you hear these different drops as you notice it, as you see this massive mouth that's on the top of this dome. And as the three of you are kind of looking at it, let's see. Dremel, go ahead and make a strength save for me.
You are disgusting. Oh my god.
16.
16. So, Dremel, as you're kind of looking at this and you're like, what the fuck is the tongue wraps around your neck as you slowly start getting hung up as Thok and Donner, you see Dremel's body just go vroom, up into the hole.
Can I try and throw an axe at the tongue, trying to like sever it?
Let me see. You can attempt to. Go
Okay.
ahead and roll a just a regular attack for me at range.
21.
21. So
Yeah,
you
it's
slice.
just a hand axe, so I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
You slice into it, and Dremel, as you're going up, you just have this thing's blood and ichor all over you. As suddenly the humid air becomes almost like it's choking you, like you're completely surrounded in this very thick water vapor. It's like being in Florida, but worse, but even worse. And as you're kind of like panicking and you're figuring things out, your face and forehead immediately hits with bone. As Alder, you get headbutted by one of your comrades as you two kind of make eye contact, and everything is so constricted and tight that Dremel, you're finding it's hard to breathe.
You said it's just around my neck, right?
It was around your neck, but you got swallowed as you started slowly moving down this esophagus into whatever chamber you're in inside of this thing's body.
Can I see anything? Or is it dark?
It's very dark and it's very, very tight. What is, Alder, what is your constitution modifier?
Modifier is +3, 17.
+3. So you have about 3 minutes before you start suffocating. Dremel, where are you at?
I got 1.
Great. So Dremel's going to start panicking very soon. And with that, as both Dremel and Alder are currently grappled and constricted, everyone please roll initiative for me.
That was terrible.
Not as bad as mine.
Probably about as mine.
Fuck.
Not as bad as mine. I haven't rolled yet. Give me one moment. I'm just on the wrong overlay. Let's just move Dremel here. Okay. So you guys can see the map, the regular map, correct?
That represents being inside the belly.
Yeah. Do you see anything on top of you guys?
No.
No.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, he's hiding that reveal. He's pulling a Zangu on us.
This thing's a little bigger than Zengu.
Zangu 2?
Electric Boogaloo?
Zango Jr.? Oh, no.
He was more well fed.
It's
as
probably
a child.
his deed. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Okay, so 20 and above.
Crickets.
Cool. 15 to 20? 10 to 15?
10. Oh, fuck, guys.
What did the rest of you guys
Hence the
get?
high?
I got a 5.
Try.
I got a 3, and my initiative is +2.
Thok, what'd you get, bud?
A 6.
Okay, so it's Thok, Donner, then Dremel. Cool. So you have about 10 turns to get Dremel out of there before he dies.
I'ma die.
It's possible. So
Have those
it is
3d6
actually
ready.
what's that?
Have those 3d6 ready.
Better. Okay, so we are on its turn. God, how do I want to reveal this thing? It's pretty great. Okay. So, Thok, as you see Dremel kind of get pulled back, I'm going to give it to you. You drop the dome, at least the walls. You have the perimeter around as the moonlight slowly shines in. And this very large mouth is attached to almost a behemoth of a creature. You see these massive tendrils. There's about 4 of them on its arms. There are 2 very large eyes on the other side of its head that you would assume. And in the center is actually this kind of oblong with 3 more eyes kind of there, as this very amphibious looking thing just kind of looks at you and goes. So let's see what Big Boy's going to do.
Can you see Big Boy? Is he?
He's a monstrosity, just by the way. Don't worry, I'm going to show you a picture right as I hit you guys with something. Okay, so it's going to make 2 attacks. Whoops. So first it's going to go after the unarmored Thok. Thok does a 26 hit.
No.
Gross.
Of course it is.
Okay, great. And Donner does a 15 hit.
Oh my God, that's my armor class.
That was low too. Okay, first
yeah.
we will go with the Thok damage. Oh
my God.
21 points of bludgeon damage for the first hit.
Correct.
Okay, and then for Donner. And Donner, you take 19 points of bludgeoning damage as you kind of see, you don't know what color it is, as this kind of sheen just escapes from it as it reveals itself.
Holy
Jesus Christ.
fuck!
As you hear.
I can barely
Oh my
fit this on
God.
the screen.
Right? Wow.
Damn it.
Pickles. So I'm going to just move Thok and Alder real quick. Let's just put him here. Just going to go here.
All right, guys. It was fun playing with you.
Good campaign.
See you later. Bye.
Boy, we're going to leave now for Ava. Okay, great. No, his box is too big that I can't even select them over there. So just
Yeah,
ignore
it
them.
is.
We laugh.
Oh,
Um,
hell, man.
Okay.
Campaign 2.
Campaign 2. So now we are at Alder's turn. Go ahead and make a strength save for me, buddy. See if you can wiggle anything.
Gotta tell you right now, that's a no. Actually, hold the phone here. Natural 20.
Natural 20. So you start pushing as you're letting this esophagus kind of expand, as you start sliding a little bit forward down as Dremel's forehead is kind of weighing you down. I will give you one free action that you can do.
When you say free action, I'm not sure what you mean.
So you can either attempt to try to climb out. You can try to do I would say you can do a cantrip while you're kind of putting anything that you could do verbally, you can do. Somatically and compositely, you won't be able to move because your arms are out. If you want to slide further into the stomach because you assume there's more room, I will give that to you as well.
I will go ahead and cast Primal Savagery on myself and take a swing on the inside of him.
Okay. Go ahead, and it may be hard to kind of do a swing.
A kick.
What does the primal savagery give you? It gives you what, the nails?
Yeah.
What are they,
or
D4s?
teeth. I could bite him.
What would you rather do?
I think in this instance, teeth would probably do.
Nails. Your hands are already in the esophagus.
Yeah, nails.
Okay. So go ahead and, your hands are there, so just go ahead and roll a D4 of nail damage for me.
Oh, so I don't actually get the benefits of the spell?
What's the benefits of the spell for the nails?
It's an attack roll, and it does poison damage if I hit.
You can attempt to.
I mean, you gave me a cantrip, man.
It's good. You don't have to roll the attack roll because your hands are inside of it. So
cool.
You can roll poison damage if you like. It just does poison damage?
Well, hold on. It's actually acid damage.
Okay.
It's different. It's better.
Much better.
It's 22 points of acid damage.
22. Okay. and you just hear as the
Giving you heartburn, bitch.
as you feel Dremel, you actually feel the throat constrict tighter
No.
as Dremel or Alder, you kind of actually start scraping down the sides of this thing's throat as it attempts to swallow you. Let's see here. Thok, it's your turn.
Bro. Not ready. Fuck. Okay. Sure, why not? I haven't done this spell yet, so I'm gonna try it. Let's see what happens. I am going to like what is it? Put my hands together and kind of like do this little motion with it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that. And I am gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Flame Strike
Okay.
on it. A vertical column of divine fire roars down from the heavens in the location you specify. Each creature in a 10-foot radius, 40-foot cylinder, centered on the point within range, makes a dexterity saving throw. And then a creature
Is
takes
it fire or radiant damage?
It's 46 fire and 46 radiant damage on a.
Oh, it's both. Okay.
God
Okay,
damn.
so it needs to make a dex save?
It needs to make a dex save.
Okay. It got a 16.
He fails.
Okay. So go ahead. First, give me the fire damage.
Fire damage is 10.
10.
That wasn't as much as I thought. And then radiant is 11.
Okay. Okay.
And God, I don't want to move closer to it.
Well, we're gonna die, so
We are here.
Yeah, as a bonus action, I'm gonna rage.
Oh shit.
Yeah, okay. Bonus action rage. Got it.
And I'm gonna move next to Donner. Well,
Okay.
just kidding. I'm gonna move 30 feet past Donner.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I can't move me.
And then, if I remember correctly, it was... I'm sorry, was it Donner or Dremel that got the 5?
I got the 5.
Okay, so... Thok is
Sorry, Drem.
finished. Then it is Donner's turn.
So I'm going to use my full 30 feet of movement
Mm-hmm.
to come up to, here.
Okay.
Am I within striking distance, or do I need like another 5 to get in that square that's like underneath his gooch?
You should be able to at least hit his foot over here.
Okay, then I'll take 2 swings with the longsword, just to try and smack him around a little bit. That's a 26.
26 will hit.
And a 12.
12 will not hit.
Okay. So, sorry. I've got to roll the d8. Nice. It's 13 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to burn my action surge
Mm-hmm.
and take 2 more swings.
Okay.
I'm actually going to drop my shield too. Just drop it on the ground and 2-hand it. So first one's a natural 20.
Okay.
And the second one is 26 again.
20. Okay. Yeah, both will hit.
Okay, so the first one, I can re-roll that. Of course it's worse. 13. 26 points of slashing damage for the first one. And the next one is 10.
Okay. So you start cutting into this this thing's hand and arm. You actually manage to kind of slash across its stomach as this black kind of oozing blood starts spilling out of it as it goes
Perfect.
as it actually pukes up Dremel.
Dremel?
Me.
As Drummel, you are slimed, and you actually land right about here, and you are prone. As you are covered in this black acidic ichor.
What? Shit. I'm covered in ichor. I'm not going to say much.
Yeah, it's your turn, though.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. Well, I'm going to bonus action Misty Step to get kind of far away. Now, would that make me not prone because I can teleport?
You would have to still use your movement to get up, at least half of it, and you can Misty Step to 30, and then you have an extra 15.
Why do I have to use it? Why do I have to get up to use the spell?
Well, you would have to get up to use Misty Step.
No, I'm saying
Because you wouldn't
it's
be
just
able
verbal.
to step while you're on your back.
Isn't it? It's just a cloud of mist, though.
Let me see here. Because that would be my thought process.
That you have to actually step and do it.
Isn't your movement reduced anyway?
My movement's at like 15, yeah, until Justin says otherwise.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
So yeah, you can teleport the 30 feet, but your 15 move speed is cut into half to about 7. So really, let's just round it to 6 extra squares or 2 extra squares.
Okay.
Okay, so you can move the full 30. You just have an extra 6 to if you want to sit up, basically.
Right, that's what I'm trying to figure out is if I have to stand up first or if I can use Misty Step to be my get up action so I don't cut from 15 to 7.
So it either be you can teleport to yourself in the same position, whether you're up or prone. You could do that 30 feet range. However, you would have to get up if you wanted to be shifted over into an up position.
Okay, I understand. Okay, then I will Misty Step 30 feet away. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Use half my movement of 15 to get up. And then you said I get 2 squares or 1 square to move?
You would get 2.
2? All right. Then I'll move here, and then I'll cast Moonbeam at 3rd level.
Okay.
And just, not where I assume the throat is, because I don't want to hit Alder.
Right.
But, I can draw, can't I?
I mean, you already cast Misty Step. Can you cast another spell?
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Misty Step.
I'm sorry, I thought it was only 1 spell per turn.
It's a bonus action.
Yeah, you can cast a bonus action spell.
Yeah, I can't, attack. With melee attacks that you can have 2, I can't do that with spells. But because it's a bonus action, it's a separate
Gotcha.
entity.
Okay.
So, it's not like a second attack.
Yeah, no. I just that's an area that I always get confused on with the rules. So
It's
my B.
You're good.
I thought you could do a cantrip as a bonus action.
What was that, Carlos?
I thought you could do a cantrip as a bonus action.
I mean, this is
Not
called a
normally.
bonus action.
It sometimes they declare itself as an action. Like
Okay.
Eldritch Blast is an action,
Got it.
despite being a cantrip.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at.
Okay. It is now its turn. Okay. So the order is gonna suck.
If it's the start of its turn, it has to do a con save.
Okay. Just give me one moment.
Sure thing.
So, Alder, you take 12 points of acid damage as it starts digesting you, and you said it's a what save? A con save?
Yep.
Okay. It got a 27.
Damn. It's fine.
So
Does it
as
take-
Oh,
Yeah.
it takes half. It takes half.
Take half on Moonbeam.
All right, go ahead and
Sweet. All right. That is 1. My rolls are great today. 3 and a 5. So that's
9.
9. So do we round up? That'd be 5. Yeah, 5 points of damage. What's up?
It's radiant though, so that could be good. Who knows?
Sure.
Or bad. Who knows?
Probably not.
Maybe radiant light makes it throw up.
Okay.
Throw up once, you lucky bastard.
So it is.
You're welcome for that. So
I'm still in there.
He is
Talking to me.
I'm talking to nobody. Talking to my stomach friends.
it's because you're alone.
My tummy friends. So it's going to move forward.
Oh, let's go then, motherfucker.
Okay. Okay. It is going to attempt to bite you there, Donner.
Cool.
And that is a 19.
That's gonna hit all day.
Okay, great.
All day.
All day.
Because you dropped your shield too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything hits. Just all the time.
Something like that. You take 13 points of piercing damage as its mouth comes down, envelops you, and pulls itself back as you are now with the blinded and the restrained condition.
Okay.
And as you kind of start pulling through, you feel this black ichor kind of go through as your face kind of hits the bottom of the esophagus as you see Alder latched on to the inside of the almost where the drop of where the stomach would be. As you do kind of look at each other and you kind of gasp to try to speak as the larynx and the esophagus just kind of constricts a little bit more. And then when it's a second attack, it's going to hit Dremel. Okay. Dremel does a 28 hit.
Sure does.
Okay. And then you take 27 points of bludgeoning damage as it pummels you with its left tentacle.
Grotesque. You said 26?
27.
27.
As it is now Alder's turn. How you guys doing?
I've been better.
He's gonna put more things into this. Like, they're gonna kill this thing like in 2 turns.
It's okay. I'm about to just say fuck it. Maybe there'll be more things I can kill it with in its stomach.
Sure.
There's not.
It's just gonna be hard times for you, Alder, when the closest thing that's next to its mouth throws it up instead of you.
Mm-hmm. It's already happened once.
Yeah.
All right. So since I'm in here and I'm technically restrained, what can I do?
You can attempt to make another strength save to see if you can push again, but you are currently blinded and restrained. So you can attempt to, like I said, push, but you don't really have a speed. You have disadvantage on dex saving throws, any kind of attack against you. So if they tried to get you out, it'd be at disadvantage, which is good.
Yeah. I rolled an 18 on my strength check.
Okay. Strength check. So you start pushing as you're starting to feel this tension as you're about here into the walls of the esophagus. So a little slightly beyond where your shoulders kind of lay.
Gotcha. Okay. Do I have my option to primal savagery again? That's a you call, I know. So
it's hard because I gave it to you with the 20 because you were able to really push out, but with this you're really focusing on either you focus on the bonus action or you focus on trying to not get crushed by the esophagus.
All right, then. If you make it seem pretty clear that I wouldn't be able to comfortably do it, I won't do it.
That's what you would do. Okay.
But that ends my turn.
Thok, you're up, my friend.
I completely forgot. I have reduced movement too, don't I?
Yep.
You do.
Yes.
To what? Do we remember?
15
15.
feet.
Okay, but we won't retcon that. So now moving forward, literally, you have 15 points.
Got it. How close can I? Like, I mean, well, 15 feet.
Would he have it in rage though? Because isn't he kind of like blinded by anger?
It's still there's still cartilage missing in his knee.
Well,
So I mean, he won't be able to feel it if he tries to push himself, but he can attempt to do that. There might be bad consequences if he does that.
can I move here and hit it, or is
Where?
that?
Show me with the pointer.
I just
The orb.
forward.
You're gonna want to be like around here-ish to hit him because the tendrils kind of whip around.
Okay. And I'll move 2 and 3. So that's as far as I can go. I'm not going to be able to hit him from there.
Okay.
Well, I guess then I would dash.
You could dash, but isn't a dash your action?
Yeah. My rage. Yeah. I already know my rage is going to drop because I can't hit it from where I am, and then I'll can I hold an action?
Sure. What do you want to hold it for?
I'm gonna hold to cast spirit guardians. Sorry.
Okay.
Or when my rage drops. Can I do that?
Okay. Is that a spell or a cantrip?
It's
like,
a spell.
What level?
3.
Okay. So as you kind of do that, you look to the right as you start forming the magic spell as the rage starts coming down, and Manu's next to you going, "What is that thing?"
What is what? Wait, wrong
And he
answer.
looks at you and then looks back at the giant frog beast and then looks back at you. Shit. And you see him and he just crosses his arms as your rage does drop and you can cast your spirit guardians.
Okay. He has to do a wisdom save? Yes. Wisdom saving throw if he is within 15 feet radius of me.
Yeah, he's within that radius.
And it stays up for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So as long as he's within 15-foot radius, it'll always hit him.
Okay. He rolled a 22.
Okay, then he'll take half damage.
Okay.
Radiant, it'll be 15.
15. And that's halved or no?
No, 15, then half it. So what is that, 8?
7 or 8?
8.
8.
Okay. 8.
And movement is halved while he's in the sphere.
Okay. Can you make the sphere for me?
Yes.
Thank you. So while you make the sphere, Donner, go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Strength check or save?
Let me see here. It says strain. Go ahead and do just a check for me.
8.
8. So you start moving your shoulders, trying to unclip your hand axes so you can start carving this thing from the inside as it just constricts a little bit more as you start slowly slipping down the throat of down the esophagus of this thing. Sorry, I'm learning more about this beast. Okay. We all are. Big Bad Drem, you're up, my guy.
Alrighty. Well, I'll use my 15 to 3 to try to get away.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Chill Touch So a little bit of black mist encircles my hands as I kind of pull up a little arrow-like thing and just start chucking it at it.
Okay, go ahead and roll some hits.
See what I'll do. Natural 20.
Okay, go ahead and roll the damage for that.
So because it's a spell, does it still get doubled?
Yeah.
And is it doubled, or do I double the die?
You double the dice.
All right.
That's how I like it.
So 8 plus 3 plus 3. So that's 14, 18, 23, 31.
How much?
31 points of damage.
31.
It's cold damage, right?
No, it's I don't think so. Maybe? Necrotic?
Oh, it's necrotic.
Oh, it's necrotic. Okay.
So I think that means he also can't... Yeah, can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Cool.
Oh, and I was wrong. It's not arrows. It is a big old skeleton hand.
Okay, good. So, Thok, as you are releasing this radiant energy, you kind of look to the side and you actually see Dremel like pull out of himself this massive, just dark, very unsettling energy as his eyes kind of glint this it's not even white, it's like the absence of color briefly as he kind of lurches out as the frog beast goes as Donner comes sliding out covered in ichor on his back.
That was the grossest thing I've ever done. I've done some pretty gross shit.
Great. So it's the end of your turn, correct?
Yep.
Sorry, Alder.
Just wanted to hang out here anyways.
Friends.
It's warm
Keep
and cozy.
getting swallowed after you. Okay, you take an additional 15 points of acid damage.
Tight, sweet. That's great.
And then, does your moonbeam drop when you did the other spell?
No, because it's not a concentration.
Okay,
So that's another con save for you, big boy.
I'm very concerned.
That's what you should be.
He seems really concerned.
I don't think he's actually concerned.
He's not. He's not concerned at all.
25, go ahead and roll your damage.
14, half to 7.
7.
Hey, chipping away.
Very,
that's 38
very
total.
concerned. All right, it's my turn now.
Gross.
Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw for the sphere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spirit Guardians. It's at the start of your turn.
Man, I love damage over time spells.
Okay, that is 24.
That saves. That'll still be... Sorry.
Punch him in the taint, Thok.
You can.
Divided by
In the
2.
gooch.
8 damage.
8.
Radiant.
Perfect. So you see poof, this radiant light kind of form around it. Okay. It is going...
Hey, DM, does it look like the radiant damage is doing more or less damage than it should be?
You were in its tum-tum. Go ahead and roll an investigation because you're outside of the tummy now. See if you can
8.
use that. 8. You think so?
Okay.
Okay.
Story of my life.
Story of my life. So it's going to do a tentacle strike to Thok. That is a 27.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's gonna.
Okay, so you take 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
And
It
then
couldn't while I had rage.
other one, what's that?
It couldn't hit me while I had rage yet?
Sorry, bud.
Yeah.
And then the next one is going to go after Drem because you gave it a big owie. 21.
Oh, that hits.
Okay. And you take 23 points of bludgeoning damage.
Shit.
Concentration stays up, by the way.
What's that?
My concentration stays up.
Oh, what do we have to roll for that?
Oh, because you rolled. Go ahead and roll for yours, Drum. Oh no, yours isn't concentration. Sorry.
No,
So-
Moonbeam is.
Moonbeam is.
Moonbeam is. Go ahead and roll for Moonbeam.
Wait, just above a 10?
Yep.
17.
Yeah, you're good. So 1, 2, 3. Cool.
Oh God,
No.
its taint is over me.
It's difficult terrain as well where I am.
It's difficult terrain for someone here. It's not the big thing. Okay, so
His speed is half though.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's got a walking speed of like 3,000. So
Oh no, his speed is halved. How is he going to go all the way over here? Anyway, Alder. Well, it's your turn.
me too, buddy. Me too. Yeah. What am I gonna do here?
That's a great question.
I guess I'm just gonna continue to try to pull myself out.
Okay, go ahead and roll that strength save.
Just don't fall down the esophagus. I got you.
You're fully in the tummy.
Yep, there we go. Now, I knew my luck was going to run out on that. I was doing so good.
What you got?
Natural 20, then a natural 18, and now I got a 5.
Cool. You're going to turn into poo. So
All right.
you get
Sounds good.
Everything comes
you
down
actually
to
get
you.
inside the stomach, and you see that the stomach expands, and then the minute you kind of hit this bile, it just starts squishing you back as you start feeling this very unpleasant burning sensation around all of you.
Tight. I love it. Great.
It's tight.
Can I see now that I'm in the stomach?
You can feel you're in the stomach. You can't really see shit in here.
Gotcha.
You're still in a tummy.
All right.
You're in a tummy.
Soon you're going to be in a bladder. And then
So
in
I
umbrella.
don't have any action to try and do anything else.
Oh, baby, you restrained.
Tight.
Cool. Wait until I start making you make con saves soon.
Can't wait.
Fuck. It's your turn, my guy.
Okay. I see him move past me, and I'm gonna reach out and curse in Orcish and cast Inflict Wounds at 4th level.
Okay.
So I have to roll to hit.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit.
What is that? My spell attack?
Yes.
That is an 18.
18 will hit.
Cool. That'll be 36, 46, 60, no, 60, 10.
60, 10. Okay.
Necrotic, if it matters.
Yeah, it does.
10, 20, 32, 33, 36 necrotic.
36 necrotic. Very nice hit. So, as you hit this and you start seeing cuts kind of open amongst this giant beast's stomach and torso, Alder, you start feeling a very light breeze start to hit from where you're located as you see an outside slit as you're actually gurgitated from the muscle spasming, almost like you're birthed from this thing's stomach onto the ground as you actually cough up some of the bile and the blood in the stomach that you ingested as you're finally able to breathe as you look up and you see this massive monstrosity with 4 tendrils, these 5 eyes as it's croaking and wailing.
Oh, okay. That's what I was in. All right. Fuck.
Donner, it's your turn.
Okay. I'd like to go up to it and hit it with my sword 2 times.
Okay, great. Go ahead and do that. Roll damage. Roll attack rolls.
That's a 22.
Yeah, 22 will hit.
That's a 21.
No, that's good.
I'm really glad we're an NPR podcast now.
Welcome to NPR. There's traffic today.
That's 32 points of slashing damage.
Hachi
Total?
Machi, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, I rolled 2 10s on my d10s, mate. So,
Okay, so it was how much? 32?
32, yeah, slashing.
32. And you just pull up the sword as it just starts flaying and bisecting this froggy boy, as it is hanging on by a very mere thread as Dremel. Fuck. You're up, my guy.
What is the attack range of this character?
A lot.
But like everything we can see?
What do you mean?
Like, can he attack here? Does it stop here?
His range is... Tentacles are... So about here. 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 And then that's in a 360 range. Bite, obviously you have to be here. And tongue, you have to be within the same range as the tentacle.
So if I were to move past like these circles, I'd be safe, like into this kind of grayish green area.
Sure.
That's not confidence inspiring. I will move the 15 feet that I am allotted. Oh. So this moonbeam is not on him currently, correct?
No, but you can move it as a bonus action.
Okay. I will bonus action move it right on top of his eyes.
Okay.
And then with my action, I will cast Chill Touch again. So I do the same sort of hand motion, but then more of a Kamehameha wave as a giant hand comes out and just grabs him. Well, hopefully grabs him. That is a 23.
No, that won't hit. So you kind of see Dremel as it's almost like he's earthbending as he kind of pulls up from the ground this dark necrotic energy that it kind of snakes up his feet to his legs, to his torso, to his arms as he starts bending it. And he pushes it forward. So the three of you can actually see this as this is the first time you've kind of seen dark energy come from any three of you that isn't Thok, especially Dremel. As he pushes through and you see this massive fist. It looks grayish and there are pieces of skin still attached to this bone of forearm and elbow as it reaches forward. And how much damage did you roll?
11 necrotic damage.
How do you want to kill it?
Oh, I want to go right into the eye, and I want to just like go through, because it's got a little bit of a dome up top. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I want to grab the eye and just keep on going.
Okay. And you just start grabbing, and then you push, and you start hearing tendrils and tendons snap as it clicks, and you just push through it as you hear the as it is now just the four of you in the wake of the Froggy myth.
Woo! Fuck you, Froggy!
Oh, what the fuck was that?
I slowly make my way back to the group.
It was a big frog. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. It was you.
Yeah, no,
The two
I got that,
eyes
but,
of
like,
it are just like...
How did we not notice that? Fuck.
I mean, we were in the dome, so you're okay? You got a breath a little bit? It was kind of a far walk for you.
Yeah, my leg still hurts like shit.
Sorry, mate.
How does it look?
I'm okay. I'm gonna go pick up my shield as well.
Okay.
It should still be lit.
It is. It's
AF.
still this dull, dank lit. Other things. As you kind of pick it up, and it's just covered in this sludge and silt and whatever the fuck was inside of this froggy myth. As you kind of shake it to get some of the grossness off, wipe it down, it looks fine enough as you kind of walk back over. Alder, both of your arms are kind of like here. You're slowly starting to squelch the mud as you grab it, as what's happened is starting to process. In the heat of the moment, you're like, oh, it's in that thing. And now you're like, I almost got turned into poop. That thing swallowed me. And it kept throwing up my friends. Why didn't it throw up me? Why did they come to me to die?
Why did they come to me to die?
So you're just kind of having a crisis as Aya just swoops down and hits and lands on your chest as she pecks at your forehead, annoyed that you got swallowed.
Yeah, no, she's definitely telling me to get my shit together right now. That's exactly what that is.
Cocks her head.
Yeah. I'm gonna just. We're like next to actual like water, right? Just like murky, crappy water. Yeah. I'm literally just going to belly flop into the water and start cleaning myself off because I feel disgusting about being inside the stomach and being covered in bile, and I'm assuming it still stings a little bit.
Yes, you're still like parts of you have definitely received some kind of burn. There are holes in your cloak as you kind of go into the murky sludge water, and at this point you're even picking up silt and putting it over the burn wounds to kind of ale it and soothe it, as it feels like it's almost like having very specific tiny sunburns all over you, but very almost like you're purple. That's how deep the burns are, as it kind of went over that epidural layer of skin. As you're like, you almost sizzle as you kind of dip into the mud water, and your head's just like, and the three of you can just hear a very subtle.
How big are the teeth?
Ooh, I would say they are about the size of maybe short swords.
Are they all the same size, or are there some that are a bit smaller?
There's some that are like slightly smaller. I would say from like dagger to short sword range. There's no real like orthodontal rhyme or reason. It didn't have braces in Frog High School.
Oh, that's
I'm in the same camp as you. I want to take one.
Yeah.
Want to.
I'm gonna go try to get one, and as I do that, since Donner's with me, I'm gonna lean to him and say, "How are we gonna get our stuff?"
Oh shit.
Saw.
I mean, here you go, and I hand him one of the hand axes, and I'm just like,
let's start chopping.
Well, I have a way to get our stuff, but we would have a minute to get our stuff.
I mean, let's get in position first, and then we can do it.
I don't know if it'll work on something dead, but it's worth a shot.
Let me get my teeth first.
Okay.
Yeah, same here.
Now, how many teeth do I get?
Yeah.
We'll get to the Two Stooges.
How many teeth do you want?
All of them.
Yeah, bitch.
Yes, I would like as many as I can carry.
You don't think there was a bounty out on this thing, do you?
So while the two of them are kind of having their moment, and Alder is having an existential crisis at 298, Thok, you kind of go over to the side of one of the deep-rooted, unrooted trees that it looks like it's half inside of the land and half kind of popping out of the murky water. As you kind of put your arm and your hand on it, Manu is sitting on the most top point of the root, and he goes, "You kind of froze there. What was that?"
What do you mean?
I mean, you were angry, and then you used your spell, and then nothing. Never mind.
Did you not see the size of that thing? Like, would you not freeze?
And he looks behind it, and he goes, "No, I wouldn't freeze, but yeah, I've seen the size of that thing. It's huge. I don't know what that is."
Yeah, neither do I. I mean, I just had an off day. Like, it's no big deal.
And you see him, and his eyebrows kind of flutter as he goes, "Yeah, an off day."
What?
Nothing. So, where are we going next? As you're dragging me across this swamp, which, as much as I don't not hate it, I hate it. And
I mean,
assume
I'm
he
not.
Looks forward and he's looking at all the sludge. What was that, Doc?
Oh, I'm not dragging you.
No, I'm going of my own volition.
But neither one of us understand what's going on with you and me. To be honest, I don't know where to begin to research it. But I mean, might as well keep moving on and then figure it out when we're not being eaten by giant, whatever the fuck these things are.
That looks like a frog
Them giant frogs.
with like 5 eyes and 4
Yeah,
tentacles. It's like a frog kraken.
yeah, that. I've seen a kraken. That's not a kraken.
It's got carrot. And he kind of like measures. He's like, it's got kraken like tendencies. I mean, it's not as big as a kraken.
Maybe it's like a distant cousin.
I'm sorry, it's not as big as a kraken. It's smaller than a kraken.
As Doc is having this open conversation with no one. Donner and Drum, you kind of hear him. He's like, well, it's not as big as a kraken. It looks like a giant frog thing. Maybe it's a cousin. As the two of you just kind of stop as you're hacking into this thing's mouth. What?
Yeah,
Monsters have relatives?
I assume, but no, it's not as big as a kraken. But I mean, it's still pretty big.
I mean, is it like close to as big as a kraken?
DM.
No.
I know I've faced the kraken before, but I don't remember the size.
No, it's not as... The tentacle was able to crush your ship.
Yeah. So, no, a kraken's maybe 3 times bigger than this thing. Maybe 4.
Probably like 5
I
or
don't,
6.
I don't want to go on the ocean anymore. I'm good right here. This is fine.
I mean, like I said, I faced one and survived. Like, you're
Yeah,
totally fine.
Did you win? Or did you just survive?
I mean, I won. Like,
Though,
that's what
I mean,
this
living isn't winning
represents.
in that regard. Like, it's not the same thing.
I'm going to vote we go on top of a mountain so we can be further away from the ocean where krakens can't reach us.
Well, clearly on land, we're not as safe either when things like this exist. So no matter where you go, there's always going to be something bigger that's going to want to eat you.
That's why I said a mountain, idiot.
There are things in the mountains that can eat you.
No, they like me there.
I mean, he's the big brain boy on the mountain, so I don't think they'd eat him.
And I point to my crown.
Good. Are you ready to get your shit?
How many teeth did we get?
Go ahead and both of you roll survival checks for me.
Survival.
Natural 20
Okay.
Oh, shit.
for a 21.
I got a... What's that? 7.
7. Okay. So, Donner, you were able to get a full-sized, from the root of the jaw to the tip of the tooth, a short sword-sized bone sword.
Tight.
Yeah, you're able to actually fashion both of the roots of the actual tooth, kind of like a two-handed sword kind of thing. As Drummel, you're able to kind of chip off the top of the tooth to a very palm-sized, sharp little hand stone.
I'll take that. I start to climb up the frog,
Yep.
and I'd like to get up to the eyes.
Okay.
So how long do we have to get our stuff? And as I'm just having this conversation, I'm walking by and stabbing each one of the eyes.
Okay. The big ones first and then the littler ones?
Yeah, I imagine I would crawl up this way, like up the leg. Well, because we already have the teeth. I come up to this one, and then I'd just be stabbing it. So how long do you think we have, Stab, to get our stuff after you do your minute thing, Stab, or your whatever thing? Stab.
Well, once I cast a spell,
Stab.
we'll have a minute if the spell even works.
Dremel, can I just real quick, just to interject? Sorry, Thok. Why are you stabbing a dead monster's eyes?
It tried to kill us, so I'm stabbing it. I don't have. I mean, to make sure it's dead.
He says this as this milky yellow kind of viscous substance starts coming from the goo of all 5 of these eyes as he's kind of just standing over it. And he says it so matter-of-factly that you think you feel stupid for asking him that.
Oh, that's a good point. I respect you. I get it.
And then when I get here,
Alder,
I kick it in the jaw.
You just hear squelching of this blade just going into the flesh of this beast as you're just... very high-pitched, guttural, like...
Is there someone inside?
Inside?
What is that sound?
Well, that was Alder.
Oh.
I'm gonna go over to the other side to kind of where I was sleeping to get ready for Thok to get the stuff.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast Lay on Hands on Alder because I know that my movement speed is shit. So how Alder, how you looking?
I'm all right.
So I'll pump 10.
Just freaked, rightfully so, I think.
All right. Then I'll reach out my hand as like to help him up.
Mm-hmm.
And do you grab it?
Yeah.
All right. As he does that, I pump. Let's do 15. Lay on hands into Alder.
Bitch.
The physical scars do heal, but the mental ones are there for a very long time.
Yeah, I know. Why did I not get thrown up? Why did I have to be cut out of the stomach?
As it's almost like he's wearing a crown of just mud, where only it's his face that's visible of his regular skin tone. As he kind of comes up and he's like, I don't understand. You're like,
I'm the Mud King now.
Hey, Alder, if you were curious what you looked like being birthed, I just saw it, so it wasn't great.
Yeah, I felt it and agree.
Oh, your mother had a C-section too?
What's that?
It's where they cut, and then you just fall out.
That's what the C stands for. Cut. It is a cut section.
They cut a certain section where the baby's at, and then you fall out.
That
sometimes
sounds
you
great.
do a handstand.
Sounds right. I'm gonna throw up real quick, and I'll be right back.
All right. Cool. Just be ready to get our stuff.
No, I'm ready. I just threw up. I threw up directly on the frog hemoth.
Good. Fuck this frog.
It's
like
for all the bile that you got all over me. I threw it right back, bitch.
It's like a 15-second just...
Projectile vomiting.
Oh God, that's so long.
It's Linda Blair pea soup exorcist style.
Yeah.
Epicac.
One arm's on top of where the knee is on this thing, as there's just this steam escaping its body that its internal temperature was even hotter than outside of its body.
Yeah, don't like that.
Yeah.
No.
And the smell isn't so great either.
I'm sure.
Did Thok, what's your horse's name again?
Dusk.
That's what I thought. Where is Dusk? Because last I
Dusk.
saw, he was right where that frog bitch is at.
I mean, I would assume that he would stay there.
Well, Dusk got the fuck out of there when the frog got closer to him.
I mean, it didn't move on screen, so I wasn't sure.
It's okay. That's not a you thing. That was a me thing. Do you see Dusk now?
Not now.
Good.
Do any of us see Dusk now?
Go ahead and all roll investigation checks. See if you find Dusk.
You might be hiding in the dust.
16.
11.
17.
What is this, investigation?
Yep.
Ooh, nothing like a -1, y'all. Natural 20.
Oh, good for you. So,
Did you find your horse?
you hear different sloshing and sludging noises of a horse in distress a couple of meters out. Manu looks at you and he goes, if you lose my horse or if my horse is hurt, I'm going to take a memory from you and I'm going to crush it.
Can you do
I don't
that?
know if I can do that, but I'll figure it out. And then something that's super happy, just gone. Won't even miss it. Maybe I already did it. Find my horse.
Well, if you already did it, you need to show me how to do that shit.
Wait until I get rid of your motor functions, and then you'll just be talking like, you know what? It's not different from anything else. As he starts moving towards out into the woods.
What the fuck? Well, I found the horse, so leave me alone.
So you start kind of tracking down the horse, and as the distressed whinnies start becoming a little bit more and more, you hear this just very tiny kind of like, and you hear this very tiny, high-pitched clicking and communicating as you kind of go around one of the trees and kind of look forward, and you see that Manu's horse, Dusk, looks very distressed as it's kind of moving back and forth as you hear this chirping, unintelligible language.
What the hell is that? I look around. Do I hear where the unintelligent or the language is coming from?
Go ahead and roll an investigation check to see if you can see where it's coming from.
-1.
18.
18. So it seems that they are coming from, they're not exactly on Dusk, but there's a good portion of them communicating in kind of like, almost like there's a perimeter around Dusk.
Or what is it?
Let's see if they're stealthy enough. Give me one moment, please.
That doesn't seem good.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Okay, you didn't finish it, but all right.
Yeah. Can't both do it at the same time, otherwise it's desynced.
It sounded like we were doing pretty good.
No, you guys are doing
It does
fine.
on your end, but not on my end.
All right, regardless. So, Fuck, as you kind of look, you see very short, almost that would come up to like Alder's knee, maybe a little bit above the knee. You kind of see this very slick, kind of fluorescent green skin. This kind of like husk kind of vest as this little person is communicating with, you would assume, similar beings, as you see these kind of wide, they're completely black and glassed over, different kind of weapon. It looks like it has a spear on its side as it's communicating with its other mates as it gingerly and cautiously approaches Dusk with its little spear.
Whoa. I approach.
And you are met face to face with a very, very tiny frog person.
I kind of like raise my hands up, like, okay, we're not here to harm you.
And you hear, "Goodness, we're taking."
Sorry, I do not understand.
We're taking.
I try speaking in primordial. See if that helps.
And as you kind of speak in primordial, you see a different one. It's kind of got this fluorescent orange, and it's holding a bow. And you hear, "Oh, goodness, we're taking."
Okay, you don't speak that either. I go closer to Dusk. And can the rest of the people see me?
Did you guys follow Thok into the murky water?
I probably would have at least looked a little bit.
I mean, with my investigation check, would I have heard the dusk noises?
You would have heard the dusk, like the distressed dusk noises, but you wouldn't have heard the slow chirpings of the frog people.
Yeah, I probably would have headed towards dusk with Thok.
Well,
Okay.
What did you have, Donner?
A 16.
Okay, so I'd have heard the horse too.
Yeah,
With the
you had an
17.
18, right?
17.
Oh, so.
So
Okay.
I would also go with them, but the whole time I'm just stabbing more holes in this frog behemoth.
Okay.
How close is Dusk to the frog behemoth?
I would say it's like 50, 60 feet out.
Drem, he's dead. Come on, let's go.
But what if he's not?
But he's dead. And if he's not, he doesn't have eyes. So
Yeah, I did.
How far is he going to get? So good. You did a great job.
All right. And I do one more stab, like a stab, spit, and then I walk with the group to Dusk.
So, as you kind of have your hands up, Donner, you kind of slowly go behind Thok, and you see that his arms are up, and you kind of follow suit, and you see these two fluorescent green and fluorescent orange, kind of almost neon colored frog people looking at you, chirping in a language that you don't understand.
Okay. I'm going to cast Comprehend Languages on myself.
Okay.
Do I understand them now?
So, as you start hearing, the language of these beings aren't. It's
I'm sorry. Wait.
old.
Hold on.
Yes.
I can't do that.
Oh.
I'm reading the spell right now, and it says it takes about 1 minute to read 1 page of OA. You must be touching the surface on which the words are written. So it's not a.
You would need to find a tome of
Exactly.
these frogs.
So I can't do that. So never mind.
So you don't have to do it.
In that case,
You're like,
I will try casting Speak with Animals to see if that might work.
okay. So you kind of loosen said jaw. They're frog people, and you just got swallowed by a frog. And you kind of breathe in, and you ribbit at them, and they look at you, and you hear unak uche epico grimash.
And in what I assume is their language, I'll be like, hey, we're not trying to mean you any harm. We're just on our way to foaming waters.
And as you say that, the rest of you just hear Alder go. As
Oh my god,
there's
he's
an
lost his
awkward
mind.
beat as the bright orange one goes, Apricato, Grimlas. And the green one kind of tilts its head and goes, Peki Butan, Shai Bako.
Cool. Yeah. This is going great. Yeah. So you can put that down. Like, we're not trying to fight. That giant thing just ate me, and I don't want to try and live any of that again over if I don't have to. So.
Grimlas.
I'm gonna walk up next to Alder.
Yeah.
And just kind of like put my hand on his shoulder,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna cast tongues.
Okay.
The spell grants the creature you touch with the ability to understand any spoken language it hears. Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language can hear the target understands what it's saying.
Okay. So kind of puts, and those croakings and ribbits start turning into this kind of broken language that they're speaking. As Alder, what did you say to them?
I said, when, like, again, not trying to harm you, we're just on our way to foaming waters, and I just got out of being inside that giant fucking frog thing, so, like, we really don't want not looking for any trouble, just trying to make our way into town.
And they both look at you, and you hear one of them go, How you learn grung so well, so fast?
It's a thing that I think he helped me do. What's the language you guys speak called?
Grung.
Rug. Okay. I'm happy to learn it. No, but we mean you no harm. We're not looking for a fight.
Well, you kill Grimloss.
Grimloss. Oh, that's what his name is. Yeah.
Grimloss, feed but protect tribe.
Yeah. Well, he also ate me while I was in the middle of trying to sleep. So I'm a little bit bitter towards Grimloss right now.
Well, why you in Grimloss Swamp?
Because I said we're on our way to Foaming Waters. We had to stop and camp somewhere, and
What foaming water?
a town allegedly.
Town.
Real quick,
Yeah.
reading tongues, he's speaking common, right? But they understand.
That's what I would assume.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
kind of like what is it? Like
a
in
universal
Hitchhiker's Guide
translator.
when you get the worm in your ear. So he's speaking normally, but they're still coming back at grung because they perceive grung.
All right. As Alder's talking, seeing that they're getting confused and hostile, I whisper, "Tell him about Xenu." Or Zunu.
His name's Zunu.
Yeah, we're looking for Zunu.
And you see both of them look at each other. You seek Zunu.
That's what we said.
What you want with Zunu?
Enlightenment, help, work. What are you trying to signify, Rebel?
Peace. I'm meditating
pe-
because enlightenment.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, peace on Earth primarily.
And the green one kind of puts his spear into the mud, and you hear this kind of silty squelch as the green one goes, Zunu too dangerous. More dangerous than Grimloss. Why you seek Zunu unless you bad? Puts back spear up.
No, trust me, we're not bad, but we've just
You
been
killed Grimloss.
I mean, that means we're badass, but
You killed Protector of Tribe.
it was only because he attacked first. We wouldn't have done it otherwise.
You in swamp.
I mean, I said we were peaceful.
You're not much of a
And-
diplomat, are you?
You know that I legitimately am not good at this exact thing. I don't know why he cast it on me.
We were talking to them at the time.
I was trying to, and I was speaking in ribbits.
What you say to him? As
I
you're
just-
arguing between the other two, and he's only getting the one side of the conversation. What he say?
He's asking, how's it going? And I
Oh.
told him, pretty good.
It's not concentration. Perfect.
Tell him not good. You killed God.
Oh, we killed a god?
Grimloss is God and protector of tribe.
Oh shit, that makes us God.
No, you didn't hear that. I'm literally gonna turn around and be like, guys, we just killed their god.
Yeah, you
And
said yeah, that we're their
I
God
mean,
now. Tell them we're their gods.
doesn't that mean if we killed your god, that we're your god?
And you see the orange one pull taut his bow. Don't think you know how God work.
I'll look at the orange one, even though I know you can't understand me, and I'll say, "You don't want to do that. You put that down."
I'm gonna cast Tongues on Dremel.
What's that?
I'm gonna also cast Tongues on Dremel. It's not concentration.
Okay, tongues on Dremel as well. And he go, what he say?
Whoa. Oh shit, me? I understood that. Damn.
How you learn grung?
I'm a big brain boy.
Your brain small. Your
You
head
think?
not big.
My head is an average size for my race.
So average brain.
Yeah, no, it's a very efficient brain. There's a lot of folds in it.
That
Drum-
doesn't
drum.
seem efficient.
Yeah,
Drum, take
you
it
don't
back
know.
a peg.
You don't know how brains work. It's okay. I'll
Graham,
teach
take
you.
it-
No, but
Stop,
know how
Alder.
bucket
I will
work.
teach you. I'm God. I am your God now.
You're not God.
Do you see your old God? We just killed him because he tried to kill us, but he was too weak.
Not weak.
Are you sure? Because he's dead.
Me kill you.
Do you know how death works?
Okay, give me 1 sec.
Oh my god! What did I do? What did I do?
You fucked up. That was a bad idea.
I mean,
Thank
you
you,
would have
Doc.
been better.
I
Does a
would have been
24
so
hit?
much better.
Does a 24 hit, Drum?
Oh shit, yeah.
Okay. As this little arrow, it's tiny. You're like, oh, look at the little guy. This arrow goes right through your shoulder. I need you to make a con save for me.
Oh shit.
As you see another one just get notched.
16.
16. Okay. You take about 3 points of poison damage.
DM, when I see the second arrow get notched, I'm going to throw my hand axe, but I'm going to throw it towards the string of the bow, trying to cut it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack check for me.
28.
28? Yeah. You're able to kind of curve it, and it goes around, and as it's taut, it... Bink! As you see him look at the broken bowstring and the arrow.
We're not bad people. Do you want to let us know where Zunu is now?
Why you want die?
Got nothing better to do.
Life's hard, man.
Want. Why want die?
We're not gonna die.
Why kill God and then want die?
I mean, don't you think we really don't want to die if we killed your god instead?
And is he that great of a
Look-
god if he's dead?
You look Zunu. Grimlock's been around 300, 400 years.
Oh, shit.
He come back mad.
Yeah, that's what most religions happen, I think, right? Like, someone dies and then they come back and then they're usually pissed.
Not all the time. Sometimes they're pissed.
I don't know. I don't know much about... it's not my thing.
Came back pissed. I came back confused.
Sometimes they're confused. Sometimes they're upset. Sometimes they're happy they're back. You know, it's a mixture, really.
I hear sometimes they're horny.
Sometimes they're horny, so then they procreate, and we have more gods and kill more stuff or something.
Yeah, nothing like a good old horny Grimloss coming back. So that's what you guys will really enjoy.
So, what are your guys' names?
I mean,
Mr.
you
Orange
were
and Mr.
inside it.
Green.
And the green one kind of looks at you and goes, "Me name Durin."
Darim. Well, it is very nice to meet you.
Durin.
Durim. Sorry, it's my accent.
And the orange one goes, "Pear-ish."
Pear-ish. Durim and Pear-ish. Now, does it make sense for us to just come in here for no reason, kill your god on accident in self-defense? Does that seem like something we would do?
You just did it.
On purpose, though.
So that make you murderer.
Well, he attacked us. It's called self-defense.
It's different.
Self-defense in home, stand right ground.
Well, we were in a bubble. We did not know. We are very sorry. And so if you think Zunu's going to kill us, it wouldn't really hurt you to give us his location, let us go talk to him, and we'll be on our way.
No, you're powerful. He take power.
Zunu takes powers.
I'm gonna go pick up my hand axe because I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, you're like, all right. Start walking over.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, do your thing.
You're good, Josh.
All right.
Go ahead, John.
I reach into my bag and I pull out some of the goodberry mushrooms I have, and I reach out to Durim and Pear-ish. I pull out 3 and I eat one myself, and I say they're good.
This food.
It's very good food from a faraway land.
And you see them, and one of them, the Parrish, with his kind of fluorescent orange, keeping an eye on Donner, who threw a hand axe at him, going to get the hand axe, kind of, you see this very large, 3 kind of fingered, webbed hands kind of gently pluck. It doesn't even touch your skin as it slowly plucks up. Breathe, and it looks into the woods, and you kind of hear this. It's not even a language. It's kind of a purring, chirping, as you hear a slightly deeper purring, chirping, as he looks back at you and goes. This not poison me, do it?
Oh, not at all. That's why I ate one
Good.
myself.
Poison no work on me.
Oh, poison doesn't work on me either.
Yeah, me neither.
Don't lie to
I
the
don't
man.
believe any of you.
I'm going to motion her to walk whenever he comes back to walk in front of me.
Okay. So, as you're all kind of meandering, looking at these 2 little frog people, you start hearing this little like sloshing, and in common, you see a very wrinkled, red, fluorescent red, almost pink, little tufts of hair and membrane as they kind of come out and they go with this little staff. Go, you must excuse Parrish and Durin. They are young and foolish. Grimlas has protected us for centuries. Usually comes back in few years, bigger. But what do you want with Zunu?
Well, real quick, out of game. What do we want? Was it donor information?
Everyone, we want everyone to get information about where things are. You know, you're looking for the man in Crimson. I'm trying to get information. You know, everybody. He's got knowledge.
It's everyone. Okay.
You were told he's clairvoyant.
All right.
Yeah.
We find ourselves lost, and we're trying to find a couple things. And we were told that Zunu had some great knowledge that may be helpful to us.
Zunu holds burden of knowledge. Cruel, dangerous men. Come. And you see them kind of turn. And how long does tongues last, Doc?
An hour.
An hour. So you hear him and Grung. You can kind of hear him go, Pirish, Durin, be more polite to guests. We have to be hospitable. They killed Grimlas. We must be respectful, for they have not attacked us. As you kind of see this little limp of this fluorescent pink red frog.
I lean
don't
over
bother
to Thok.
their giant cow.
I lean over to Thok, and I just go, God, there's so many fucking frogs here. Jesus.
It's a swamp. What do you expect?
I mean, I didn't expect them to be walking around with a cane. Do you see that one? This is crazy.
As they're all walking away, I want to call out. We don't know the old man's name yet, right?
Oh, you didn't ask.
Okay. Hey, our stuff's under your god. Can we get it?
And the pink reddish frog goes, gestures towards, please, by all means, move Grimlas.
Can you help? I was like hoping you would know a easy way to move it.
Lifting usually help.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Or cut.
Yeah.
Or not miss stuff.
Guess give us a second then.
And you see him, and he sticks the staff, and you actually see him climb up it as the weight kind of bears down and makes it stable as he kind of sits crisscross on the tip of the staff, almost kind of like a Spider-Man crouch, as he just sits there and kind of waits with you as Durin and Parrish are kind of next to him, protecting him.
I look at Parrish, even though I don't know his name, and I point at him. I say, if you shoot an arrow at me when I'm walking away, we're going to have a problem.
What'd he say?
He said don't shoot him unless you want a problem.
How can I shoot? He cut my bow.
Yeah, he also said he thinks you're cute.
I can understand you, asshole.
What'd he say?
Yeah, he said he thinks you're really cute.
Tell him not interested.
He's not interested. Sorry, bud. Let's go get our stuff.
I'll kill you in your sleep. You won't even know it's coming.
Yeah, I'm sure. He's gonna kill me. Don't worry about it.
Good. So, what are the four of you doing to try to get your stuff?
I think I know what
got an
Falk was
idea.
gonna try and do.
I have no idea.
I'm hoping it works.
Give me some deets, bud.
I'm casting banishment on that thing.
Oh, cool. For a minute,
shit.
and then it's just gonna back in.
Well, it comes back in in an unoccupied space. Like,
Okay, great.
So you better not be occupying the space. Or
Not gonna destroy any ecosystems with this giant frog body just immediately slamming into something.
I mean, it's
No, you got it. You're good.
So I'm assuming it comes back somewhere else that we're not here.
Okay, we got 1 minute.
So, right.
Let's go ahead and play supermarket sweeps. Let's do it.
Right? Hold on. I'm gonna read it exactly.
This spell does whatever you want it to at any time. It is not verbal, somatic, or material.
And Donna thinks frogmen are cute.
It's canon now.
I'm married to a woman. You know that, right?
Is it a frog woman?
It's
Could be.
not. She is a normal woman.
Oh, normal.
Why he interested in me not frog woman?
After a
We
minute,
only get one side of this conversation. Tell him not interested.
I'll tell him.
Good. You do. Say right now.
A 10. He's still not interested.
No means no. Very flattering, though.
I look at him and I start shaking my head. No,
No, I don't want you.
me, no.
No, don't want you.
I don't want you. You're
I don't know what he
disgusting.
said. No, me not want. Me no find you physically attractive.
He finds
No,
you real physically
ugly.
attractive.
I don't want you.
Oh,
You're
so
Your
gross.
face and your hair is weird.
So happy I did this.
You have no 3 fingers. Why you have 2 extra fingers, freak?
Yeah,
too tall.
I don't want you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, me not want you.
Yeah, Donner, he doesn't want
Swipe left.
Good. I don't want him either.
So
Why
talking
he
about
look hurt?
you.
swiping left.
Donner, I know you're in love with him, but he does not want you.
No.
Oh, I'm
And
I'm
the
not.
pink one is just kind of looking like. Please.
Fuck, you were gonna do something.
yeah, let's go get our shit. And I banished the damn giant thing.
Okay. And for a minute,
Uh,
you see the this kind of particle energy dissipate amongst Grimloss for a minute as he is respawned. I would say about here. Some of your stuff is crushed, but and covered with a viscous ichor of a mix between its blood and now its eye goo and perspiration. But your stuff is there, mainly intact.
thanks, Dremel. The
Right.
Aigu was a nice touch
Yeah, it's like an egg yolk.
on my stuff. It's great.
Yeah, it makes toast better. I don't know why it wouldn't make our stuff better. You can
Still a
stop
little
looking at the
gross.
negatives and just look on the bright side of life. And I give him a little wink and start walking toward the stuff.
He interested in him.
I mean, I'd watch.
Watch
Is
what?
Uh, anything, some theater show.
Oh, I love theater shows.
Yeah, we should go sometime. I'm gonna clean up my stuff.
Okay, great. So it takes you like a good 20, 30 minutes to kind of clean your gear, reattach it, re-put it on. Did you bring your horses with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to hunt for some of those horses. Because giant frog monster. After about 30 or 40 minutes, you're able to find one of them. And it will be Alder's.
Great.
Perfect.
So you have Dusk and Alder's horse.
Great.
As Dremel and Donner do not have a horse.
Dibs on Dusk.
Fuck that. You have Penelope. Share her with him.
Oh, you're
I
right.
mean, I have Penelope, so
I think custody has switched by now.
I mean, you can try and take it from me if you'd like.
We had a very civil agreement.
That was
this
before...
called foreplay?
Yes.
Yeah,
When they
but
kiss.
give it time.
Not time.
Why you sound so creepy when you said give time?
I don't know. I'm just
Sound
kind
like
of.
him.
I'm
Points at Dremel.
still not even here right now. I don't even know what's going on. So
Parrish don't know either. So you're able to kind of gather your stuff, and the elder pink frog kind of looks at all of you. Have all things, yes?
Looks like it.
Good. And you see him, and you hear kind of like cartilage kind of rub against cartilage as this very older kind of frog picks up this little staff and puts it on shoulder as he kind of trudges through the water. Now, the water for you guys is deep, but you see these 3 grung frog people, and it's almost like they're gliding on top of the water, that they don't get to fully step down and not get submerged. So it's almost like they're water walking. As they're kind of they're not sprinting or running fast or anything like that. Durin and Parrish are on kind of the sides of you, as the older fluorescent pink grung is kind of leading the way. He moves a little bit slower as he go. It will take little bit to get to Zunu. We stop at the village first. You look damaged. Hungry, yes.
Very.
yeah, could say that.
Good. We feet. And you hear Parrish go, they killed Grimlas. And the pink one goes, yes, and we must show respect. As they continue to walk, and Parrish is like,
I look
So-
at Thok and I go, wouldn't it be cool if they were like ninjas or something? It'd be so tight.
Like frog ninja people?
Yeah, like teenage mutant frog ninjas.
no, those turtle. We more battle.
How did they understand you?
I don't know.
The older one knows how to speak common.
Oh shit, pink one, I can talk to you?
Yes, he's been speaking common the whole time.
Oh, I didn't know that. I
That's
thought
okay.
he was speaking whatever.
When he speaks to them, the 2 other grungs, he speaks in grungish, but when he's addressing all of you, he's addressing you in a broken common.
Oh. Okay. Glad you
that
can.
turtle, that offensive.
Okay. Sorry.
battle tone.
I didn't mean to offend you. I take it back. You'd still be cooler as ninjas, but like cooler than turtle ninjas.
We are stealthier and faster than turtle. Could make
Yeah. Makes you better, especially as a ninja,
sense. Keeps walking.
What is happening?
So, as you guys are kind of walking, the sky kind of turns from this deep blue, slowly starts coming to its fluorescent pink state, and slowly to a brighter state. Now, Drem, you haven't meditated, have you?
Oh shit, no I haven't.
Okay.
Well, I had my watch, right?
You did have your watch.
I would have Was that last night was when I was writing, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because that wasn't going to take me 2 hours.
No.
So I probably
But would you have known to meditate?
Maybe not.
Doesn't he meditate every night?
Meditates every morning.
Or every morning?
Yeah, it's been now time if I knew something was going to happen. So, I guess I'd be getting pretty agitated right now.
You would be getting very agitated.
So I'll say
Very sweaty.
Yeah.
And very uncomfortable.
Ugh, and I start to kind of like shake a little bit. Like, all right, guys, my head's not right. I'll be right back. And I just walk off to the side.
We have to keep. Okay.
And Drum kind of just storms off. And you take some time. You're pretty far off. You can hear the kind of squishing and clip-clopping very far in the distance. As you sit down on one of the deep-rooted, decaying stumps, breathe in. The air around you gets colder. The humidity actually crystallizes and freezes around you very briefly as you look down at your blue hands. Turn them over. Tense. Breathe in, untense. Smile. And put your face back on. As Gamla Man Drummel, your head's on right.
And as I'll do my best to catch back up. Can I make it, provided my half speed?
Yeah, it takes you a little bit, but I mean, the pink frog cannot move very fast. So you're able to kind of like hobble. You do kind of like this pole vault kind of bounce thing where you're able to put it on the good knee as you're like, almost like you're rowing. As you eventually catch up and you see Drummel, he's less disheveled, where there were giant beads of sweat and he looked like he was in great disarray. He looks like there isn't a hair out of place. Beard's looking nice. He looks happier and he looks more zen and at peace.
As I get to the group, I yell out, "Hey, Pear, Durr!"
And they kind of turn and look.
And as I hobble up, I get up to him and, hey, guys, I just wanted to apologize for my hostility before. If I don't meditate every day, I get a little dickish. I don't know. Does that translate?
What mean
Do you
dickish?
even still have tongues?
It's an hour.
It's about an hour.
Oh, okay.
So they kind of look at the pink one and they go, "What mean dickish?" And kind of looks and turns and goes, "It mean rude, not hospitable, respectful. He is apologizing." And they both kind of look at you and they go, "It's okay. You keep doing the metatata thing and you not be rude."
All right, I will. And I take a quick knee, do a slight bow, and I stand back up and continue walking with the group.
Okay. You kind of grunt. You're like,
Worth it.
"Worth it, little frog people." As you straighten back up. Anything else you guys are doing as the suns are coming up? And it was already very humid and uncomfortable. As the suns kind of come up, there's this greenhouse kind of effect as it just gets more humid and sticky and gross and uncomfortable as pools of sweat are forming under your arms. And it's almost like you're moving through a sauna.
With as perceptive as I am, would I notice the drastic difference between Dremel leaving and Dremel coming back?
You could see that he is a lot more like Drummel that you're used to, like when you first met at the prison. You know, usually in the morning he's a lot more relaxed, and then as things unfolds, like a giant frog demon or a demon lady, he gets a little less mellow.
Okay. That's all.
Okay. So as you kind of take note of that, Manu's on top of Dusk as you're kind of walking Dusk through, and he leans down and goes, "That was weird."
What?
Nothing. You just,
Him going off and coming back.
You ever take a nap and then just feel better after it?
Well, it's not so much of a nap. Like, it's not like I've been able to control my emotions that well either.
No, you're really bad at it.
Thanks.
Not a compliment. So, as you guys kind of have that minor interaction, the pink frog eventually leads you to this very tiny little village of, you see a bunch of different colored frog people. The huts are kind of stilted. They're on stilts, so that way the water levels won't affect any kind of flooding. You see different kinds of workers and mud farmers as they're kind of pulling different roots and larvae and bugs out of the mud, as they all kind of look at you inquisitively. But every time the pink frog, which, as you can notice, is the only pink frog there, they all kind of acknowledge him and respectfully kind of nod their head down to him. And whoever still has tongues up within the last kind of 15, 20 minutes, it's mostly of him reassuring they don't mean to harm us. They are here to seek information. We are going to be good hosts. Please don't do anything rash. Things of that extent. As eventually you get to kind of this center little hut, a little bit bigger than the other ones. It looks like it can accommodate like Alder if he was standing up. Everyone else might need to crouch. As he kind of slowly just goes into hut and he goes, please have seat. Durin, Parish, prepare morning food for guests and myself. I am quite hungry. And they both look, and you see them, and they put their little webbed fists over their chests and bow as they kind of leave. And Parish takes one last look, because he's still uneasy about the four of you, as he closes the curtains. And the little frog goes, you will have to excuse my nephews. They are very protective of me. Please, sit. And you see, it's very quaint. It doesn't look like it's bigger than the other huts, but just because their size doesn't mean it's full of anything. So you see like a cot in the corner. You could see like little, I wouldn't say they're pillows, but they're made out of different straws and haze that kind of looks like he sits down in one of them. Different kind of mud pots and cups, as there's this little hearth that's in the center of the room. It's not lit or anything, but you see him and he puts the staff to it, and he takes a moment, and you see his little eyes close as this little orange light emits from the staff as it ignites this very tiny hearth. As he goes, sorry, we cook over fire, but I can make cooler as well. And you see, and he closes his eyes, and instead of the orange, you see this kind of whitish blue, as the hearth looks like it's still full of flame, of this bluish white flame, but this cooling sensation just kind of reaches across the hut. We know that most non-swamp people enjoy colder climate than comfortable warm climate. Me manage.
Ooh, this is starting to feel like home. Hey, I don't think we ever got your name.
Oh, ask. I am Gava.
Gava. Well,
yes.
I'm Dremel. So thank you for making it cool and accommodating.
Yes. We learned from very early age that people who mean to kill us usually kill within first few minutes of meeting. People who have ability to harm do not harm people who are pleasurable and pleasant. So I hope to be accommodating, to not feel said wrath.
You've been very accommodating.
Can you just give me one more accommodation?
Yes.
Could you tell your nephew that I don't want him? I'm
He
not
think
interested.
You like him.
I don't.
I know.
Okay. You're just making sure. Like, I just like to get on the same page.
Okay.
Sexually.
I mean, we grung, so if need for female, simply turn into female.
I have a wife. It's fine. She's great in a person. It's not anything against you guys. I just, whatever.
You seem uncomfortable.
A little bit. It's fine.
Okay. Slowly turns. I'm not gay. I have a wife. I love her. She's so hot. Boob.
She's so hot. You don't even know. She's got like a butt and like
female organs. Like
girl parts,
Doc is like, So he kind of leans forward and he says, Gava not joking when say Zunu is dangerous. Seen many people go see him. People do not return all time.
Is he the same as you all?
Grung. No.
Yeah. No. All right.
He is not Grung.
What is he?
Zuno is U'anti. And you see him and he takes kind of this mud. And you see him and he draws this kind of crude figure. It looks like it's almost like a stick figure. But instead of the legs, you see kind of this very long appendage. He has top. And he kind of reaches out and addresses like your torsos like you. But has bottom like serpent. Only one I have seen of Auntie. We hear story. Grimloss. Protect. Grung against Auntie. Only one left. Suno.
So, he's the last auntie?
Yes. That we know.
And he tries to kill you?
His ancestor. Yes.
Do you know if there's been any others that have come to this area looking for Zunu? Anyone that kind of looks like us? He'd wear like a big hat. And I'll kind of like have Dremel be like, put a hat on my.
I cast minor illusion to make his face look like Adam.
Looks and says, "Oh, you know magic. No. Gava had not seen someone with that face."
And I'll turn to look at the group. That's a good sign, I think. And I'll look back at him. Look, if you see a man with this face, in this hat, the group of people he's with, he's not like us. He will hurt you to get to us. So stay away from him.
So dangerous to be associated with you.
Dangerous to be associated with him. He wants to be associated with us, and we don't want him. We want to stay away.
He can't sit with us.
He can't.
They look for Zuno as well.
I think so.
They are full, just like you.
Thank you.
We are very full.
I mean, not yet, but like hopefully soon.
I mean, full of love, We got the four of us. We got this wonderful
true.
host. You've got your guy, Parrish. I forget which one you love, but One
They
of
are
them.
both my nephew. I feel affection towards both.
Oh, I meant Donner loves him, but there is a lot of love in this hut.
I don't though. It's not.
We can bring to Zunu. Take few cycles before get there on foot. Safer on foot.
Well, we kind of have this way of being able to get around that might be a little faster. And I'll kind of look at Alder and I'll like bump him.
I mean, I can get us there like right away. So we just need to know where to go.
You travel here before, like that, or on foot?
Like that.
And you see him and he gets up. And he kind of goes into one of these pots. And he has this kind of silted dust. And you see him actually kind of mutter and sprinkle it back and forward. And he goes, he may see that. You did before. Pick up. Other way to get there. Something he won't see.
Who is gonna see that?
And you see him, and he actually takes the silt and he puts a line down his forehead. Zuno.
We
He see.
don't want him to see us.
Want him not expect you. Prepare.
Well, then I guess if that's the better way to do it, we don't have much of a choice but to just walk in there instead.
You can do same. Zuno usually like offering deal for knowledge. Most deal dangerous.
Yeah, we've heard that.
Don't come back. Or if come back, not here anymore. Or here.
So
Ask.
does he require life for knowledge?
Gavad, not get close enough to know. And you see him, and he slowly kind of creaks back down as you hear kind of the cartilage pop in his knees as he kind of winces a little bit, puts his staff down.
What else is in this forest other than you guys? Is there more dangerous creatures?
There are Grum, Grimlas, other Kaijin. There are reptile, like us, but lizard, bigger, teeth. There are turtle, sometime slow tribe, small. Then there's Zunu.
Does he live in a
Zunu.
town or like a hut?
Zunu live in temple,
Temple.
big temple.
Got it.
Lizard, worship Zunu.
Are they going to have a problem with us trying to go see Zunu?
Maybe. Zunu, Grimloss protect against Zunu people. However, Zunu people not like Zunu. Zunu power. Zunu dangerous.
Well, at least
This-
now we know.
This has been very encouraging.
Yeah, I'm not discouraged at all. Is he going to... Why would he try to kill us? Is there like a reason or would he just do it?
You people possess thing Zunu want, whether it be good at archery or good at chirping. Sooner find something special about you than pluck and take for all.
Huh.
And how would we get that back from Zunu?
God, I don't know.
Feel pretty good about not being special right now.
I mean, that's what you think. Maybe you can do things that he can't.
Who knows?
Only Zulu. Go in respect. No like us. No like Grimloss.
You keep pointing right here.
Yes.
Is that a symbol, or does he have an eye on his forehead?
Not here. In here. And he kind of like touches everything, but out. He has sight. He see different places. He could see here, but not here at the same time. But place that was here. I don't fully know.
Like he can see into the past?
I don't know. My father and my father's father have all seen him, and they come back less than they were. Stories of torture in split moment. As long as me talk to you, instant, different.
Huh. And Demel's starting to get tense. Starts chewing on his toothpick to the point where it's just a ball of wood in his mouth. Okay.
So, don't be dick.
I will make sure to meditate that morning.
Yes. Now, we get ready for food. Please, make comfortable. I know I'm not like what you're used to, but what we have. I go check on food. And you see him, and he kind of gets up, winces again. You hear that popping and that grinding of cartilage as slowly kind of walks out as the four of you are in this little grung hut amongst each other. And we'll end it there.
All right.
Well, Alder didn't die.
Hooray.
That's good.
I got cesareaned. So
Yikes. That's a way of saying that.
that's. I mean, do you have a better adjective
Yeah, just,
It's accurate.
or verb?
Came out of
Verb?
its tummy.
Verb?
That's about
Yeah,
it.
verb, it's what you do.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with us this evening. We will be back here next Tuesday with our next episode of Dungeons and Dragons and Juncture. So please come check us out. Come hang out with us. Check out Random Encounters. Josh, do you want to yell out some chat people?
I sure do.
Tight.
So big old thank you to Commander Root, Electrical Longboard, Gandalf the Babe, Pingutio. I know Wicked Sweetheart was in here earlier. Also, thanks Mike for subbing to the channel again.
Hey, 3 months.
And shout out to DLV Jose for rating us with his 4 viewers at the time. So if you like, I think he's playing Valorant, check out DLV Jose. We host him on Thursdays and then before our stream. But he's a good dude.
Yeah, my boy Grizzly Madams also popped in, so go ahead and give him some love too. I'm not sure what he's streaming right now, but he streams a little bit of everything. So
cool.
Yeah.
Tight. Well, thanks, guys. And we will see you back here next week.
Woo!
So long.